Hello my dear JC family. Welcome back to yet another edition of Dil Se Dil Tak. Today I will share you our journey through the month of May. May was a very special month. We hit it running with the entire first week dedicated to the preparation of the biggest ever delegation of JC India to Asia Pacific Convention in Jakarta. The continuous meetings, the meticulous deliberations, all are a blur today. I started my journey for ASPAC with my home zone president via Singapore. The mood which was celebratory, from that we got as elevated even more by the reception accorded to us by the COC at Jakarta airport. We were received even before immigration and were escorted directly to the luggage belts while the host took care of all the formalities. They arranged our travel to the headquarters hotel and made our ASPAC kits available to us immediately. Everything was so smooth that was much inspirational. I participated in the chairman reception on the same night. I got another opportunity to meet all my colleague national presidents of Asia Pacific after the Taiwan Senate Golf. The official ASPAC program started on the next morning on the 10th of May with the national presidents meeting. My Indian JCA family has started to pour into the venue on the 10th, and we had a wonderful orientation program for our members during the day. On the same time, the National President's meeting was happening, where I presented the report of JCA India on that meeting. Everyone resolved to constantly project the real and impressive image of our nation India to the world delegates. The National Presidents were then called for a rehearsal of opening ceremony. During that rehearsal, the importance of the entire event truly dawned upon me. Every aspect of the opening ceremony was rehearsed so that the best show could be put up for the delegates. No one was allowed to move out of the hall. We were totally inside the hall for the rehearsal, but I had a wonderful time with all the national presidents of different national organizations, of course with the board members. Finally, it was a time for the actual ceremony. From the backstage, I could hear the chants of India, India, and that sent the goosebumps all over me. Carrying the Indian flag on the stage and looking up at the 400 Indian delegates at the gallery, all in smart black suits, all carrying our Indian flag, all energized, was a sight that I will never forget ever in my life. It was memorable. It was a moment of pride for me. It's pride for each and every delegate. Dear delegates, you really stood with me on that day. We clicked a lot of photographs with our delegates after the ceremony and then headed for the welcome party organized by JC Indonesia. This was followed by the president's reception. The next day started with the conference assembly, followed by the VIP lunch-a-thon, which was hosted by different countries every day, of course, followed by the Senate board meeting, which was concluded with verses of the various colorful country night. The next day, the day 3, was really special. After the second session of the conference assembly in the morning, I had a proud privilege of presenting the candidature of our own JC Kavin for the post of JCI President for the year 2024. I think every Indian delegate present in that hall at the time must have shared my feeling of pride. That evening, we attended a gala Senate dinner where our own Sanjay Mankat sir from JC India was appointed as a member of the Senate board of JCI. And finally, we arrived to the most awaited moment of ASPAC, the India night. And what a night it was. We hosted guests from the Indian embassy. We hosted delegates from all around the world. And we ensured every single person who visited the India night had a time of their life. There were so many stalls arranged by the zone presidents with their teams, so many games, gifts and food for the delegates. The tradition of India were on full display. And everybody who came to India night shook a leg with us. Indian tunes playing from the stage. It was an electrifying night. No one will forget that moment. I thank each and every one of our Indian JCs who were present there and who played a vital role in making the India night a huge success. After the India night, I accompanied the Indian delegates for the party of the party. We had a fantastic fellowship with everyone on that time. On the last day of ASPAC, there was a training program, business matching session, where our Indian delegates participated and got benefited in business also. And then there was an award ceremony that gave us one more reason to feel extremely proud JCA India won one aspect award through JCA Nagpur Medico. But I think, yes, we can win more. I invite more local organizations to bid intelligently for the international awards for the wonderful project that I know you are already doing. We had a memorable National Governing Board meeting at Jakarta. One of our dreams came true, have an international NGB, where we recognized all the positive zone presidents and launched our national convention at Bangalore. ASPAC concluded with a gala dinner, and I enjoyed with my Indian delegates in the ballroom. We really need a thank International Commission Chairman Anirudh and his team for the wonderful coordination for ASPAC. Because of them, we had a wonderful ASPAC, and each and every delegate enjoyed the ASPAC in a fullest. After the electrifying ASPAC, we headed for Bali for a short break with our delegates. It was a beautiful opportunity for me to connect with our members and develop a close bond with everyone. I think no one should miss this opportunity attending ASPAC and creating memories. Immediately after ASPAC, we had our National Executive Committee as well as NGB at Kasauli on 23rd to 25th of May. The host Zone 10, KC Karnal Gold, left no stones unturned to make this event memorable to us. We all had a NGB together along with the host team. We celebrated our own leader PNP Ravi's birthday at Kasauli. From the mesmerizing menu, the wonderful arrangements, from biting on the hoard of mangoes arranged by the host to the diligent deliberations in the meeting room, it was fantastic and a fruitful 3 days. May was marvelous. May was memorable. Thank you so much, my dear friends, for making the May the most magnificent May for me and for JCI India. And thank you each and every one of you are listening patiently to this episode. Let us meet again, once again. Dil Se Dil Tak had something I took forward to each and every mouth. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. See you again next month. Bye-bye.